Hello, my name is Corinda. I am hard of hearing, and I do not use my voice. I prefer to use American Sign Language. However, for this assignment, I'm going to answer several questions. Question number 1, what does it mean to be a culturally aware educator? So my answer would be knowing how all of the students, doesn't matter their different cultures, just understanding them individually. Also, being willing to learn about the different cultures. So my classroom, the cultures would be varied, and I would need to be able to support all of those. Second question, where do I see myself in terms of cultural understanding? So I would say number 5. The reason being, I think that all of the different, individuals who'd be there in person, especially the way I would help them and how they would contribute, regardless of the situation they're in. I believe that within the classroom, you should support education, the student's safety, creating a safe environment, keeping everyone together in the classroom. And I hope that I can become culturally aware and culturally proficient. Question number 3. What would it get for me to get to the next step? So taking a deep dive of my cultural understanding, my answer would be to take a deep dive of my own personal cultural understanding. I would need to focus on the assignments, study, do a variety of different things to help. So that my students would feel included in the class. I myself go to therapy for PTSD and depression. So when I became hard of hearing late in life, and it was very tough for me to go from hearing culture to deaf culture. So I use that experience within the classroom to help and spot the differences, show that there's always a way. I want to be helpful if a student, for example, if there was a hearing student or maybe a Black student, an African American student, or any other variety, and help them if they're having an internal crisis. For number 4, what specific research did I read or research tools or resources would I use in terms of training? To further my cultural understanding. So I really love TED Talks. And they're all very different. There's a lot of different dialogues going on. So I could find almost any topic and learn about it, research it. Recently, I watched a TED Talk titled How Culture Drives Behavior. And the speaker's name was Julian Burrell. My husband and I watched that last week, and we enjoyed it. I felt like I learned a lot. It was a good one. Number 5, what will my class room look like in terms of cultural inclusion? I would want to support my students so that when they show up, I'm able to, give them something special or impart something in terms of their culture, learn from them. For example, it could be a poster on the wall, something that we're able to, students could share about themselves. Also, if I had an assignment due, I would explain what it was about. And if a student were to raise their hand saying they weren't able to do it, for whatever reason, I would give them a different assignment that would be equal. And I think that's important to show for cultural understanding. Question number 6. How will I show respect to the students and respect their individuality, not just looking at them as a group? So because they all have different skills, perspectives, talents, interests, what if they didn't align with my beliefs or with, my religious views? So my answer would be that I believe in God and I am a practicing Christian. However, that doesn't mean that I would force the Bible on any student. I would want my students, here, and maybe to have an open discussion, communicate, and teach about all the different perspectives. I do feel like if more teachers were more open-minded, more students would feel supported. They would feel seen, heard, and understood. And that's it for the questions. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Bye.